Have you been trying to access an NHS dentist but not had any joy?
I'm sorry, we're not at the moment. We're full to capacity, but we do have a private dentist if you...
Well, in this video, I'm going to present 5 reasons why this is commonplace across the UK and why private dentistry is increasingly a necessity rather than a luxury for many. Hi guys, Dr. Raggy here at Your Dentist Says. Before we get into today's video, don't forget to hit the like button and do subscribe to this channel so you can get videos direct into your inbox every week. So let's get straight into it. Reason number 1. The NHS reduced output targets for practices. So at the height of the pandemic, dental practices closed, and although they've long since reopened, they had to do so with significant changes in PPE protocol. This was of course to protect patients but also dental teams from catching COVID. This in turn meant that appointment times had to increase significantly, and so the powers that be at the NHS, they recognised that the same levels of dentistry pre-COVID weren't going to be completed, and so they reduced targets. This in turn meant that practices effectively shut their books for new patients and tried to focus on looking after their existing patients. Now, thankfully, due to the vaccinations, the boosters and everything else, we're starting to see a semblance of normality, and so these PPE protocols are coming down and the targets are heading back up, but there's still this massive backlog of patients to see, and effectively a lot of practices are still only going to be taking on new patients on a private basis. Number 2. The NHS dental system isn't designed for providing complex and comprehensive dental care. So let's take a root canal that might be provided as a band 2 or multiple crowns on a band 3. What you have to understand is that your dentist is effectively working at minimum wage level to help provide these. They don't get any extra funding, and they can only really make this NHS dental system viable when they have what we call a stable list. By that we mean patients who are looking after their teeth, who don't need a great deal of work, and who might be coming in for the odd chipped tooth or a clean of their teeth. And if they take on new patients, well, it's a whole different ball game, and as I said, unfortunately, there's just no extra funding in place for it. Number 3. COVID epiphanies for dentists. So during the pandemic, dentists have had plenty of time to reflect on life generally and their working patterns. Now, I personally thought to myself, well, why am I on this NHS treadmill that doesn't reward high quality dental care and doesn't offer me full clinical freedom? What if I went fully private and I stopped my NHS commitments? This would enable me to have more time with my patients, use better dental materials, work with higher quality dental labs, embrace digital dentistry, and more importantly, enable me to take full control of my career and do dentistry that I enjoy and dentistry that I'm actually half decent at providing too. Number 4. It's becoming harder and harder to mix NHS and private dental care. So if you actually look at many of the practices that have NHS contracts, they can only make them viable really by propping them up with private dental care. Now, as a result of COVID protocols, as a result of increased regulation within UK dentistry generally, and spiralling overheads, this is becoming more and more challenging to do, and so many dentists have thought, you know what, I can't be bothered with this anymore, I'm out. And reason number 5, less dentists want to work within the NHS system. So as you're probably gathering from this video, the NHS dental system isn't the most attractive one to work in, and Brexit and COVID have essentially made things a lot worse. EU dentists and dentists from the Commonwealth, who would typically help prop up the system, many of these unfortunately couldn't sit their licensing exams or gain permits to stay here, and many who were previously settled have now sought to seek pastures new. So there you have it guys. 5 reasons why it's hard to find an NHS dentist and why unfortunately you might be on a waiting list for a very long time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.